What is good, everybody? It is your boy Super Saiyan Cab back with another Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker Jutsu Breakdown / test for you guys. Today we're going to be having the Flying Raijin Level 2 going up against the regular Rasengan. And again, guys, like I said before, I do have all the DLC Jutsu already. I have unlocked them all. So if there are any other Jutsu comparisons you guys would really like to see from this DLC, be sure to leave some votes and suggestions down below in the comments, because that's how I know what you guys would like to see the most. But getting into this, starting off with descriptions like we always do, looking at the Flying Raijin Level 2, it says a surprise attack that utilizes the Flying Raijin Jutsu. The user throws a kunai at the target. If it hits, they will teleport above their head and launch a Rasengan. Pretty much very similar to what happened with Minato and Obito. It's just this time you don't have to put a seal on your opponent. You just have to throw a kunai at them and you will teleport to them. So it is fairly easy to land, as you guys will see. But looking at the Rasengan, it says this jutsu compresses wildly spun up chakra into a ball in one's fist and launches it towards the target. Upon impact, it'll knock your opponent far back by a fairly great amount. Then looking at the power and range of Rasengan, it has a 2 power 2 range with a 13-second cooldown, and the Flying Raijin has a 2 power 3 range with a 15-second cooldown. So those are the basic stats of these, basic stats and descriptions of these jutsu. Now, of course, we're going to be taking them into the VR to look at them more in depth. But one thing I do want to just go over really quickly and kind of answer, I guess, for those who may not know, the servers have been down, guys, because supposedly with the update, it corrupted a lot of people's save data. I don't know exactly what's going on, how far they have come to fixing these servers. Hopefully these servers will be back within the next day or two, because this is probably, well, without question, this is the best DLC we've gotten, and the servers have been down ever since. And I know people will be asking, well, how do I have access to all this stuff? I was able to actually play for the couple hours before the servers went down, guys, and the characters and things like that initially came out at that time. The servers were not down for about 4 hours, and I was able to play during that time, and that is how I have everything unlocked as well. So just wanted to mention that really quickly, but let's jump straight into this jutsu breakdown / comparison between the Rasengan and the Flying Raijin Level 2. Alright, y'all, getting this jutsu breakdown started. The first jutsu we're going to be taking a look at is the regular Rasengan, guys. And as you guys see right here with the basic use of the Rasengan, what basically happens with this move, when you activate it, you launch towards your opponent, like the description says, with the Rasengan in your hand and thrust it into their body, sending them flying, which can be very helpful in some situations like base and things like that. Now, the next thing we're going to be taking a look at right here is not only can this move be charged, but until you launch the move, guys, as you see, I get hit right there, but my Rasengan does not go away. I'm still able to use the jutsu again, which is not the case with all jutsu. There are some jutsu literally right when you activate it, if you get hit by something taken out, you will automatically lose it and have to wait on another cooldown once again. Now, the next thing we're looking at, guys, is the simple fact that this jutsu also has super armor now. Once you start charging towards your opponent, or once you're done actually charging up the Rasengan, you start getting super armor. You gain super armor from that point on, to where you can go through attacks. As you see, I went through those kunai and was still able to hit my opponents. Now, the next thing we're going to be taking a look at with this move is the range of this move. Not only the range of the regular version, but also the charged version. And as you guys see, the range is decent, not that great, but the range also does not increase when you charge this move. Charging this move basically just lets you lock onto other opponents. No other bonus effects really come with it. Now, next we're going to be taking a look at this, the AoE that this move has. As you guys see, if multiple opponents are standing together, you are definitely able to hit them within a fair range. I've literally hit a whole team at once before in the past with a Rasengan, so the AoE of that move is fairly nice as well. But moving on to the Flying Raijin Level 2, guys. Looking at the basic use of this move, as you guys see, when you throw your kunai at your opponent and hit them with it, you'll immediately teleport over their head, using that Flying Raijin Level 2, just like Minato did to Obito. Now, when you look at the range of this move, as you guys see, the range is fairly good. I'm at a decent distance from my opponent at this point, and I'm still able to hit them with that kunai and teleport right over their head for that Rasengan. So again, the range with this move, without question, is fairly good, but at the same time, you have to be careful. It's not one of those moves where you can just be locked on and it'll always work. As you see, I am throwing the Flying Raijin Level 2 right here, and I am not hitting my opponent even though I am locked on to them. So it has some range, but at the same time, it's not one of those moves where you can just use it because you are locked on. Now the next thing we're looking at right here is how easy it is to combo into, guys. Literally, it just takes any point you can throw a kunai cancel at your opponent, you can use this move mid combo. That is a great feature of the Flying Raijin Level 2, the simple fact that it is so easy to combo into. So just remember, at any point when you can use the kunai cancel, you can throw this move and use it in a combo. Now the next and last thing we're taking a look at with the Flying Raijin Level 2 is the simple fact, guys, that you can use this move, that this move has AoE as well, just like the Rasengan does. Now I'd say that the AoE of this move is a little less than the Rasengan's is, but as you see right here, it still does have a fairly nice AoE to it, so that is definitely a nice feature of the Flying Raijin Level 2 as well. But those are all the things that you can really look at with these moves. Of course, a training mode is something that I would still love to have added to this game. Not only would it make these videos better, because then we would be able to look at things like stats, damage, and things like that, but it would also just make it better in the sense for the game. You would be able to go offline, look at combos, look how things link together. You know, you would be able to find out some more things, I feel like, if there was a training mode in this game, and you would just see more advanced stuff when it comes to online play, again, if that training mode was actually in the game, but sadly it is not. Hopefully that is something that they add in the near future to Shinobi Striker. But one thing I do want to mention that we really were not able to showcase in the VR missions against the computer, because the computer is just stupid and really does not choose to block too much, is the simple fact that neither of these moves can break guard. I know a lot of you know that the Rasengan cannot break guard since it's been in the game for a while, but I know also a lot of people will be asking if Flying Raijin Level 2 would be able to break guard since it's a new skill, and I'm here to tell you guys that the Flying Raijin Level 2, just like the Rasengan, will not be breaking your opponent's guard. I know there's some people who are probably hoping it would. I honestly hope that it would as well, so we could have something, you know, my break guard move with my attack type is my Leaf Rising Wind. It would have just been nice to have something else potentially that could do that as well. But again, the Flying Raijin Level 2 is not a move that breaks guard. Now, when you get down to which jutsu is truly better, guys, honestly, both of these jutsu are very, very good. The Rasengan is one that is highly slept on in Shinobi Striker, in my opinion, but that's understandable due to the simple fact that it wasn't that great of a jutsu when the game first came out. But since that super armor update was added to it, I'm telling you guys, the Rasengan is actually a fairly good move. But I'm definitely gonna have to go with the Flying Raijin Level 2 as the better jutsu between the two for multiple reasons. The first reason, guys, is this move is a lot less easy to see coming. The Rasengan you can see coming from a mile away, very easy to block if you're fighting that opponent one-on-one, things like that, as opposed to the Flying Raijin Level 2, it is literally thrown like a kunai. So your opponent will not know that they're getting hit with a Flying Raijin Level 2 until you teleport over their head after hitting them with the kunai of the Flying Raijin Level 2. So that is definitely one major advantage. The other two things that I like over of the Flying Raijin over the Rasengan, the first one being is the range, guys. The range of the Flying Raijin is definitely better than the Rasengan is, and that's honestly something that is fairly nice to have on an attack type, because usually before this update came, there wasn't many attack type moves that you can use from a decent range, but the Flying Raijin Level 2 is a move that you can actually be fairly far from your opponent and still are able to land it. Now, the third and final thing that I like with this move over the Rasengan is the fact that it's so easy to combo into. Like I said, anytime you can throw a kunai cancel in Shinobi Striker, you can throw the Flying Raijin Level 2 and it'll combo with it perfectly, guys. This move can be comboed not only with hand-to-hand combos, but it can also be comboed with other jutsu, like the Leaf Rising Wind, for example. You can literally hit your opponent with a Leaf Rising Wind and then throw the Flying Raijin Level 2 immediately afterwards, and it'll work just like a kunai cancel would, guys. So again, for those three reasons, I'm definitely going to have to say that the Flying Raijin Level 2 is the better jutsu between these two. But do not get it wrong at all. The Rasengan, like I said, is still a very, very good jutsu, and still a jutsu that I have been using till this day since it got updated with that super armor effect. But let me know what you guys think, not only on the Flying Raijin Level 2 since it is a new jutsu to the game, but what jutsu do you guys think is better between these two in the Rasengan and the Flying Raijin Level 2. Let me know all that down below in the comments. And again, guys, I know it has been a struggle with Bandai trying to be patient with them and all that. Just give them a bit more time. I know it sucks, especially for those who have the season pass and still cannot access their DLC even if they claim them from Sakura. I know it is really hard on you guys right now, but just be patient. Hopefully we can get these servers back up in the next day or two. That would be absolutely amazing, because I'm telling you guys right now, this is without question the best DLC and the best characters probably on Shinobi Striker, without question, in my opinion. I absolutely love the characters, I love the DLC, and I cannot wait for these servers to finally come back up so we can actually use these characters in an online fashion instead of just the VR missions for those who do have them, and then for those who don't, they can actually finally get the access to them and see how amazing these characters and jutsu really are. But again, man, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, as always, hope you have a good day. Peace, y'all.